Yo, have you ever felt frustrated with your craft? Like you tried making that melody, but it wouldn't come out right. You tried writing that 16, but the words won't flow. And you're trying to record that one YouTube video, but you keep hitting pause, you keep hitting restart, and you have to delete so much outside of just one session. And just to end with the feeling of what is this all for? If you felt this way, chances are you're probably burnt out. And you probably tried to fix this by doing more melodies, by trying to write more lyrics, and by trying to record more videos because you felt like my first videos hit harder than my last videos. And the truth of the matter is, doing more is just burning you out even more. And let's be honest, you're probably wearing out your friends, your spouse, your family, and the rest of your friends. So today, we're gonna stop that, like right now. Because contrary to belief, it doesn't take forever to shift directions. And I'm gonna show you how. So I have a list of 4 things that I wrote right here that's going to help you quickly overcome your burnout. And yes, I'm going to look over to the left because this is where my notes are, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you everything that you need without any fluff. So the first thing is value assessment. Do your values align with your goals and aspirations? And the way I could explain this is through my own personal life. Let's start with a story with me. Back in 2010, I would say up into 2014, I wanted to become a Grammy Award winning music producer and own my own independent record label. I was willing to do everything I needed to do. I was willing to network, which I was doing. I was willing to go to events, meet new people, work with different artists, and build my base up, right? And for a while, it seemed like it was working. Problem was, I wasn't changing who I was. And that's one of the biggest things about burnout. If you don't change yourself to match the aspirations you are striving for, you will burn out every time. It's only a matter of time because it happened again when I was going with YouTube. I was aiming for 100K subscribers, yet I wasn't changing my person, who I am, to become the person who has that type of channel. So I would have a video output of someone who I have 100,000 subscribers, but I wasn't having the business mindset. I wasn't having the self-care mindset, and I didn't value some of the things they valued to get to where they are. So because of that, I burnt out. So here's how you overcome that with value assessment. What you're going to do is you're going to get a notebook or a piece of paper. You're going to draw a T chart. You're going to write your values on the left, and you're going to write the aspiration and the goals values on the right. And you're going to write everything you value on the left, and you're going to write everything that someone who has what you have values on the right. And your goal is to have as much as what they have on the right so you could closely reach your goals and not burn out. So this will require some sacrifice because I promise you there's some things on your left side that are holding you up and preventing you from reaching that goal. And there's some things that you have not adopted yet. So that's going to be the first thing. The second thing is media mindfulness. And what I mean by that is, are you always watching the news? Are you always doom scrolling? Are you always binge watching TV after work? Are you always playing video games at every free moment that you get? Contrary to belief, doing these things are not a form of relaxation. They are energy vampires. When you sit and binge watch anime, energy vampire. When you doom scroll on any social media platform, let it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, energy vampire. When you are consuming what's going on in the news and you feel that anger, that anxiety, whatever the news is putting out there, energy vampire. So the result and the cure of this is going to be taking away the doom scroll. It's going to be playing less video games. It's going to be binge watching a lot less and getting your mind and your energy back into your craft during those moments. You should be focused more on your craft in that season because it's like a seed. You have to cultivate the seed and take care of it every single day. that's how your craft grows and you mature more. And that's how your values start to expand, as we mentioned in the first one. Because here's the thing, back to value assessment, if you are trying to have values that don't match your aspiration, that's like someone putting a V8 engine in a Toyota Corolla. The chances of that thing running are slim to none. So the next thing on the list is going to be honor the Sabbath. And you don't have to be a religious person to go ahead and honor the Sabbath. I know we hear it in the religious context within Christianity and such, but you don't have to be a religious person to honor the Sabbath. Because just like I said in my last video, we as humans are funny. We think that we can outperform God by saying no days off. I'm gonna work every day, I'm gonna grind every day, and I'm gonna do it for 1 year until I make something happen. And we think that we can outdo God, who created the whole heavens and the earth in 6 days and rested on the seventh, even though he didn't have to. If he didn't have to, that means he is teaching us a framework on how to move. I promise you, if you put rest inside of your process, the chances of you burning out diminish. It diminishes almost overnight. You have to put rest inside of your workflow. So what this means is you need to have operating hours of when your business is open and when your business is closed. So if your business hours close at 10 p.m., you better not be working at 10:01. You need to shut it down at 10 o'clock and go to sleep to the next day. Because what this does, this makes you become more intentional about your time to make sure that happens. And that's if your business hours end at 10. Shoot, yours can end at 12 for all I care. But you need to have operating hours, because having boundaries with yourself decreases the chance of you burning out. And the last thing you need to do is learn how to reach out to other people in your network, because chances are you are doing things that are taking up too much of your energy that you don't need to be doing. You may be the person who just records in front of the camera, but you may not be the person who needs to be video editing. You may not be the person who needs to be doing the thumbnail. You may not be the person who needs to go through SEO research to make sure you have a good title and thumbnail. You may not be the person who needs to mix and master. You just need to create the song. You may not be the person who needs to make the beat. You just need to rap. So you need to make sure you reach out in your network. And trust me, you have a network. If you don't have many friends, you can network online. If you can't network online, start with your family. Very, very, very few of you watching have absolutely no one that you can get in touch with and work with. If you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife, you can work with them. If you have children, you can work with them. If you have brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, you can work with them. Find their strengths and where they're stronger than you at and where you're weak at, and work together. And I promise you, burnout will diminish. As you can tell, I like talking to people about making sure they are together and they're set and they're not burning themselves out unnecessarily. But if you need more than this, and this video is not enough, I have 3 slots open for 1 hour breakout clarity calls where we get serious and clear on helping you to know who it is that you serve. If that is for you and you are a creator who is tired of burning out and you are tired of just going in circles, there is a link in the description where you can book a call with me, and it's only available up until next Friday. So jump on this, don't waste no time, and we're going to work together and knock this out together. Hope to see you there. Catch you on the next one.